Something in America that most people are not accustomed to is the constant harassment of a child. The constant harassment of a child is that person, whether they are an adult or an actual technically challenged child in terms of adulthood, that is constantly harassing a person's life, constantly abusing their records, constantly interfering with their social media accounts, constantly stealing intellectual property, constantly taking their identity, constantly committing fraud, constantly committing cybercrime, constantly stealing actual things off a person's, well, mobile cart, and constantly putting their hands in people's property bags. I don't get the constancy of that. I don't get the mentality of that. I don't get the understanding of that, and I don't get why people do that. In America, we have rights, and you would never like this sort of thing happening to you. So why on earth would you be doing this or participating in something like this? It is incredibly immoral in front of any God you might or might barely believe in, and is definitely illegal for you to be stalking someone with your crew and then finding them when they're asleep and trying to do things to them that they are not asking you to do. You don't have the right to steal from someone. Bottom line. Thou shalt not steal. That is a major policy around the world in most societies of propriety and grace. So let's just look at you. What are you thinking that you're doing? Because you're totally losing face if anybody you know knows that you're doing this. I literally had a hat and some pullover scarves that I tend to wear. Usually I have a northern face one, but people have stolen those things from me. And I don't get their constant, incessant need to touch me, touch my clothing, and literally they're pulling hems out of my shirt lines. I am not doing that. I'm not rough when I'm sleeping on cushions and sleeping bags and whatnot. So it doesn't make sense to me. It is definitely a profiling personality who is totally off their rocker.